Ladies and gentlemen, today is November 1st, 2024, and I am going to be predicting my Spotify Wrapped. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am K Swope, and I know what you're thinking. Why am I wearing a Freddy Krueger glove? Well, as I said, today is November 1st. I went to Spirit Halloween and got this bad boy on sale for like 15 bucks, and I figured it's freaking cool, so I'm going to wear it in the video. So don't mind me, but I'm going to be haunting your nightmares with this bad boy. But in the meantime, hey, we're going to be predicting my Spotify Wrapped, and I'm really excited for this. I don't have a script for this video because I just figured, you know what, I'm going to look and see what the criteria that they usually use for Spotify Wrapped. Based upon what I had last year, I'm going to make my predictions upon what is going to happen this year. So I'm going to take a deep dive into my music taste and kind of predict what I think I've been listening to a lot just to see how things turn out. And then I am also in this video going to live on camera react to my Spotify Wrapped for you guys. So you guys can get my live reaction to what my Spotify Wrapped says about me and my music taste this year. So very excited for that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my phone. And on here, I'm going to go ahead and look at what I did last year and kind of give you some criteria. I'm going to be predicting all four of these criteria. So top artist, top song, minutes listened, and top genre, okay? Some of these I think will be pretty easy. Other ones I think are going to be a little more hard. So let's go ahead and start with top artists. Last year, my top artist was Weezer, followed by Green Day, then the Beach Boys, Alice Cooper, and Queen. Now, this year, I think there's going to be a lot the same. And when I say that, what I mostly mean is I think Weezer might still be number one. I listen to a lot of Weezer. I know I did the Green Day video. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go check that out right up here, okay? Go check out the iCard. I did the Green Day video. But, fun fact, 2 weeks after I saw Green Day, I also saw Weezer in concert. So, both were great concerts. I expect to see Weezer and Green Day both up there. However, I still think Weezer is going to be number one. But there's another artist I've been listening to a lot this year that I really, really like that I haven't been talking much about just because it hasn't been coming up. But this is going to sound really out of pocket for me. But Hardy, if you're familiar with Hardy, I love Hardy. I think his music, specifically with what he's doing now, is phenomenal. What he's doing, in case you haven't listened to him, he's basically blending like country and rock, and it sounds really, really good. He's taking a lot of influence as well from like 2000s rock people, you know, like Creed and Nickelback, stuff like that. And so he's basically blending kind of country themes into like rock music, if that makes sense. And I love it. So Hardy, I honestly think Hardy's going to be my number two. Number three is most likely going to be Green Day then. They dropped 2 albums this year. They dropped Saviors, which if you watch my Green Day video, right up there, don't forget it. If you watch my Green Day video, you'll know that I loved that album. So Saviors is great. So they dropped that. That was really, really good. Hardy also, by the way, he dropped an album this year as well. Really, really good album. Quit is what it was called. But I digress. Back to Green Day. Green Day did that. And then more recently, they dropped the 20th anniversary deluxe edition of American Idiot, which, in case you missed my Green Day video, again, go watch that, is my favorite album of all time. And they did some really good stuff on there. So Green Day is definitely probably at least number 3, I think. Maybe even a little higher. Weezer, by the way, I didn't talk about why Weezer's probably really high up here, but I'm going to tell you right now. Every spring, at least for the past 2 years, every spring I go through a phase where I just like decide, you know what? I got to listen through Weezer's entire discography. And so I do. I listen to a lot of Weezer, and then that's not even counting the Weezer that I listen to that I put on my playlists, that I put on other things here and there, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, Weezer's probably definitely going to be number 1. Jumping down to number 4, I had Alice Cooper last year. That kind of surprised me, because I do like Alice Cooper quite a lot. He's, you know, like a good Christian guy, and his music is fantastic. But I'm surprised that I actually listened to that much Alice Cooper. So, I don't have to think about that. My number 4, though, for this year, another group that could very well be my number 4 or 5. I'm a little mixed on this, I'm not sure. But the Flaming Lips might be on there because when I saw Weezer in concert, the Flaming Lips opened for them. And so I was listening to a lot of stuff after that because they put on a really good show. And it really made me more interested in hearing more of their music. And so that's what I've been doing. So I do think that the Flaming Lips might either be number 4 or 5. Number 5, by the way, last year was Queen. Now, Queen, if you ask me, they're the greatest, most accomplished band of all time. They're my ride or die. So I haven't, as of lately, I haven't, sought out listening to a whole lot of Queen music. However, their music is so good and I have so much of it, throughout all of my Spotify stuff, period. So there's going to be a lot of that on there. I can definitely tell you that much. I think another band that could be my number 4 or 5 could be My Chemical Romance, because I do like MCR. I've been listening to more of their stuff lately, and specifically the Black Parade album is phenomenal. So I've been listening to a lot of that, plus, some other stuff that they've, done. I really love their cover that they did for the movie Watchmen of Desolation Row. Okay, that one's really good. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on there with those two. But if I were to put this if I were to summarize everything, here's what I think. I think it's going to be Weezer at number 1, Hardy at number 2, number 3 is going to be Green Day, number 4 is probably going to be My Chemical Romance, and number 5, The Flaming Lips. If I were to guess, that's what that's going to look like. Now, we go to top songs. This is going to be really hard for me because there are a few songs. There's 2 songs specifically that I think are going to be tie for my top song. And those songs are All My Life by Falling in Reverse featuring Jelly Roll. That song slaps so hard. I think I first heard that on the radio, if I'm not mistaken. It may have even been No, here's what happened. That's right. I was on YouTube, and I just happened upon, oh, look, new Falling in Reverse song. Let's give it a look. And so I give it a look, and I hear it, and I'm like, this is maybe the catchiest thing I've ever heard. So All My Life by Falling in Reverse and Jelly Roll. Beautiful song. Love that song. So I have good reason to believe that that is my number 1. But another song I have a lot of reason to believe is my number 1 is, this is going to sound totally out of left field, but Make Me Lose Control by Eric Carmen. Not Eric Cartman, okay? Not South Park, as much as I love South Park. Eric Carmen, Make Me Lose Control. That song, I was watching, I'm still watching through Dexter, okay? And I first heard that song there's an episode in season 1 where it's in, and I hear it and I'm like, this is a nice sounding song, this is catchy. And then I look it up on Spotify, and then I just keep listening to it and it's like I can't stop listening to it. It's an absolute banger, and I love it. The song also then, coincidentally this year, appeared in the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. So, I've listened to it a lot when I was listening through the songs that were in that movie, things like that. But yeah, crazy stuff. But speaking of Deadpool and Wolverine, 2 more songs that are probably going to be on here are probably Bye 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 by NSYNC and Like a Prayer by Madonna. Because when that movie came out around that time, I listened to those songs a lot as well, sometimes on repeat. So if I have something on repeat that I'm listening to for a while, that's probably going to show up on here. So, here's what I think I'm going to say. I think I'm going to say number 1, I think it's going to be All My Life. Okay, so we're going to say that that's number 1. Number 2, I'm going to go ahead and say Make Me Lose Control. Number 3, I think is going to be Like a Prayer by Madonna. Number 4, I think is going to be the Like a Prayer Battle Royale remix, because I've listened to that a lot too. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I think number 5 might be Bye Bye Bye. So that's kind of my predictions for that. Minutes listened to the next category. This one's really hard for me because I have no idea how to quantify this. I almost want to say I listened to less minutes to Spotify this year than I did last year. So I'm gonna guess somewhere in the 60,000 area for minutes listened to. And then top genre, easily it's going to be rock. I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. So, I mean, there you have it. That's my predictions of my Spotify Wrapped for 2024. Now, like I said, the next clip that you're going to see is going to be me sitting down, live reacting to my Spotify Wrapped for this year. So hopefully, you guys enjoy, and I will see you in a few weeks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is December 6th right now, 2024. It's been over a month since that last segment you just watched. You can tell because I'm wearing different clothes. My hair is a little longer now than it was before. That was straight after a haircut. This is not. We have my Spotify Wrapped. It is that time of year. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that, and we're going to see my predictions and see, okay, how did things really pan out? I'm going to be skipping around a little bit, though. We're not going to watch the whole thing, just the parts that are super important to what I was able to call or predict, at least. So we're going to dive right into things. I'm going to apologize. I am rushed filming this because I have some other things going on, and I want to get this posted and put out as soon as humanly possible. So crazy time of year, it's December, Christmas time, all that stuff. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and dive right in. You can see what I'm looking at right up on your screen. I'm going to put it up there. I screen recorded so you can see all of this for yourself as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so first upset. First upset. I listened to more Spotify this year than I did last year. Looks like it was just a little bit more, but not a whole lot. So that's fascinating. I was also in the top 2% of listeners worldwide, so that's pretty impressive. So that's the first upset right there. I was dead wrong with that prediction. So let's keep moving on, and we'll see. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, looks like another thing we got going on. I was correct that my top song was All My Life by Falling in Reverse and Jelly Roll. So there you have it. Great song. I love this song. It's really good. Highly recommend, by the way. Whoa, hold up. I was in the top 0.005% of listeners globally. So I'm impressing myself now. Streamed it 99 times. How about that? Okay, so a lot of upsets here. My top 5 songs. Falling in Reverse, All My Life. I got that one. King of the World by Weezer. That kind of surprises me. It's a great song, though. And I should have thought about I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats because I plan to do that one for karaoke. And that's why I listened to it so many times, and I sang it a lot in the shower. So that makes a lot of sense. I actually don't know why I didn't think about that before. Runaway by Kanye West. I'm a little surprised. I listened to that song. It's an amazing song. One of the greatest songs probably like ever. So I love it. I'm kind of surprised that it's there because I wasn't really expecting it. Just because the song's like 10 minutes long, and so I'm surprised I actually listened to it that much that it made my top 5. So that's fascinating. And then Long Time Sunshine by Weezer. Oh yeah, that's a great song. Love it a lot. So I'm going to keep the ball rolling, but I completely didn't think about some of those. Long Time Sunshine I listened to a lot at the beginning of the year earlier, and I thought that I had it beat, but I guess not. So, oh well, we'll keep it chugging. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. My reveal, top artist, Weezer. Does not surprise me whatsoever. Like I said, I listened to Weezer's entire discography. Definitely at least once, everything. But I've listened to enough minutes to be probably like way more than that. My longest listening streak was 46 days listening to Weezer. How about that? Dang right. All right, top 5 artists. So there's already a lot of upsets, actually. So first of all, I got Weezer right. However, Green Day's number 2, Hardy's number 3. I had them flip-flopped in my prediction. And then Kanye West, and then Queen. So Queen I talked about earlier, so it doesn't surprise me that they're on here. Kanye does surprise me, though, because I listen to a good bit of Kanye, kind of here and there, but I don't really like binge Kanye, if that makes sense. But I have binge Runaway, and so I guess Runaway is really the one that put it all over. So how about that? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. My Spotify Wrapped. There's everything. They did not do top genre this year. At least I didn't get one. So I'm assuming it's still rock, especially if you look at all of my top everythings, all my songs. They're all rock. All my artists. I mean, at least 4 out of 5 of them are all rock. So I'm just going to assume I was correct there. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what my Spotify Wrapped looks like for this year. My predictions, I was close, but not quite, especially when it came to the songs. So that's a big upset going on right there. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Feel free to drop a like if I get a lot of traction on this. I'll definitely do it again next year. Maybe I'll even try to do a few more exciting pieces of criteria in there as well, since I did film the whole thing on my phone. So I do have all of it this time, so I can go back and guess that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you think my music taste is amazing, I'd love to hear some validation because, you know, I'm a guy on the internet, which means I crave attention. So definitely do that. Send me a comment, give me a like. And hey, if you like this video, want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button, more commentary, more reviews. I'm trying to get more videos like this out there as well. So thank you guys very much for watching. And until next time, I am K-Swope, and I'll catch you in the next one.